Welcome back to the channel. Today we're out on the field with the New Balance Tekela V5. I've been looking forward to trying these out for a while now, so let's get them on foot and see how they feel. So just while I'm putting these cleats on, let's talk about who the Tekela is built for. And I'm not talking about positions here, because obviously whichever position you play on the field, you're free to wear whichever cleat you want. But brands do design for specific preferences. For example, you might have a super lightweight speed cleat, which is going to be usually made from super thin material. And then you have the control type cleats, which have a little bit more cushioning and padding on the top of the cleat for a better touch on the ball. Now for me, the Tekela is a little bit interesting because it falls in between the two categories. We put it on the scales and it weighs around 7.1, 7.2 ounces, which is on par with a lot of speed cleats. And by the way, if you want all the tech spec info, you can check out the unboxing right here. But the cool thing about this V5 Tekela is that it's got this super soft, almost leather-like upper material, which feels super soft to the touch. Looking forward to seeing how they feel on contact with the ball. Sizing wise, I'm wearing my standard US 8.5, and these are fitting absolutely perfectly. Tiny little bit of room in the toe, which is what you want. You don't want to be crushing your toes too badly, although I do like a nice tight soccer cleat. So sizing wise, I recommend you going true to size here. Now my feet are slightly wider than average as well. So far, these feel like they're accommodating pretty well. I do quite like anything with an elasticated compression fit tongue, because I feel like it just gives you that little bit of extra space if you've got wider feet. Anyway, now the cleats are on, I'm gonna get warmed up and let you know how they feel. Quick thoughts after the warm-up, super comfortable cleats. They feel almost broken in already. Really like the tightness around the heel, and the upper seems very forgiving on a wider than average foot like myself. I do believe New Balance offer a wide fit option as well, so if you are extremely wide footed, you might want to take a look at that. So good for wide footed players, uppers super forgiving. As I said before, cleats run true to size, so whatever your normal size is, go for that if you're picking these up. Also pleased to report there's absolutely no rubbing or hot spots around that ankle collar. It sits nicely under the ankle, so you shouldn't have any problems there. Little bit of speed work as well. Traction feels really good underfoot, super solid. I can't really notice those edge studs, but that's probably a good thing. Otherwise, I'm not noticing any of the studs poking through or any pressure points underfoot. Feels kind of responsive and springy, kind of what you'd expect from a speed boot. Like I said, it's a very lightweight cleat, so getting the best of both worlds. Nice soft upper, lightweight outsole, and feels really, really lightweight and responsive underfoot. All right, we're done the warm up. Let's get into some passing drills and see how the touch feels on the ball. Taking a little break to talk about the touch elements on the cleats now, having done a few passing and dribbling exercises. Really, really impressed with this new upper. The Dynamic Touch Tech is what it's called, and it feels very, very close to a real leather on foot. It's got a really nice cushion sensation, so when you're contacting the ball, it doesn't hurt your feet or feel like you're too close to the ball anyway. It's got a nice little deadening impact when you contact with the ball. So yeah, really, really impressed. I'll rank the touch on the ball a high 8.5 or 9 out of 10, especially with this grippy element all across the upper. Gives you a really nice tactile feeling on the ball. The only reason it's not a 10 is because it's just not quite as soft as a real leather. Very, very close though. So overall, a really impressive cleat, and for $215, it's an absolute bargain compared to other elite level cleats. It's a nice blend of lightweight, responsive speed, and you've got this beautifully soft upper that almost feels like real leather. I would say I noticed a little bit of heel rubbing right at the end of the session, but overall, these cleats feel pretty much broken in straight out of the box. If you're looking to own a pair of these, head over to SOCCER.COM and check out the Tekela range right now. I'm Sam, and I'll see you guys in the next video.